Good morning, everyone. How are y'all? Jen's Fish. How are you? Hey, Cheryl. How are you? Good half day of work. Well, you can't beat that. Is it half a day of work, get paid for the full day? I don't know what is up with this. So I wish y'all could see my screen. I got a bubble right in the middle of the chat and it says share your referral link and it won't go away. So I can't see your message until it goes up. Playing hooky from work, nothing to do today. Ooh, Cheryl, you're in trouble. I'm telling. Full day pay, yeah. There you go. I'll take a half day of work with full day pay any day. Wonder what happens if I click this thing. Nope. Still there. Won't go anywhere. That is annoying me. Can't get in trouble if there's literally nothing to paint today. Well, if you want to drive to Paducah, we could paint the store. I want to paint. So, look, let's go walk outside. Look, I got a job for you, Cheryl. You just got to drive down here. I'll feed you steaks. So, this building that I'm renting, right? Uh, it used to be a cigarettes for less building, but so I got this big old cigarettes for less on the this side of the building, and I want to take it down and just have a collage, a huge collage. Says Jane and Aquatics, and have fish all over it. I don't know how my landlord would like it, but we paint cars. See, painting cars, painting a wall, it's all the same thing. All right, let me bump your message up here. Huge difference. All right. All right. Maybe it's a little difference. Maybe just a little bit. Still flat surface. But for real, I wanna find me a painter around here and just have that whole wall painted. I think that would stand out in the road quite well. I still get people today come in and be like, "We didn't even know you were here." Well, yeah, I've been here for over a year. Oh, most cars are not flat, curves and angles. Okay, so if you paint the wall in like 3D, make it look 3D, wouldn't that be kind of like curves and angles? Let's share. You're raining on my parade. Nope, still flat. Nope, still flat wall. All right, Cheryl. All right. All you guys say, just tell me no. Not going to do it. That's all. Materials used. Y'all, this is annoying. I got to bump y'all's messages up just in order for me to see them. The materials used are all completely different. All right. So, okay, then I got another project then. If you want to come to Paducah and paint my car, and then we'll make it like a big old fishbowl on wheels. And then you put Jane and aquatics on the side and just have little fishies swimming in the fishbowl. Be like a giant fishbowl on wheels. Can't seem to paint my own bedroom. So, guess what happened to me yesterday? So, y'all know I sell axolotls, right? You're talking a 2,000 minimum job. Oh man, I don't have 2,000. About 1,500 and a steak. That sounds like a pretty good deal. It'd be like the best steak ever. And on color choice, different colors cost different prices. Oh man. I'll just I'll I'll just take a bunch of Sharpies or I'll spray paint the car solid black. Now I'll take different color Sharpies and draw pictures on it. That might be the cheapest way. Let me see, settings. So I am going to show y'all. All right, so I don't know who the culprits are, but so this is my male, right? He is a melanoid. He's probably about 3, 4 years old. And I threw some females in here. Now, wasn't expecting to have any babies for probably for another year. Because from what I've been told, the females don't breed until they're like 2 years old, and the males breed when they're 6 years old or 6 months. But anyways, so apparently that's not true. Uh, so I was in the process of cleaning this tank yesterday because I haven't cleaned it in probably a good 2 or 3 weeks, and it really needed to be cleaned out. So I was siphoning, all the poop and the debris on the bottoms. And, I took a net. I'm sorry. I took a net and I was cleaning the bottom up. And I noticed something very slimy in the net. And so I started rinsing it off. And, I started rinsing it off, right? And comes find out they were eggs that was all in that junk at the bottom. And a lot of them didn't make it. I mean, they were already had grown fungus on them. But some of these guys actually did make it. So, did you see? I don't know if you saw that movement right there. But I actually have axolotl babies in this tank. As you can see, the eggs got all this junk on them. And that was at the bottom of the tank. But let me show you a good clear one right here. But I've probably got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19, 20. I've got probably about 25 eggs in here. So my fingers are crossed that I can keep these guys going. And get them hatched out. And I wish I had an extra camera that I can just keep a camera on these guys and watch them grow and hatch like some people have done. Let me see. Picked Foxy's brain on what to do. Never had axolotls. Yeah, I might have to do that. I don't know which way my camera is going. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so this is definitely a learning experience for me. I've had axolotl babies once before and actually had them hatch out, but I don't know what happened, but I ended up losing all of them. I think I had like an ammonia spike or something. I'm not 100% sure what had happened. So this is my second attempt trying to get these guys. And then I have some uh, long fin green dragon plecos. I think they're about to start breeding. The male went in the cave and cleaned the cave out. And he's been trying to trap the female inside the cave. All right, sure. I got another proposition for you. Come paint my car, and I'll give you 1,500, a steak, and a large goldfish. That's the best I can do. Any of y'all got plans for Easter Sunday? Can't register. I'm only teasing. So, Cheryl, what you got going on Sunday? You gonna go hunt Easter eggs? So I know my kids. My kids are hunting Easter eggs at a friend's house tomorrow. They're having a little Easter get together. And I think Sunday we're just gonna go get pictures done. Branton, how's it going? Pump your message. There's Miss Jody B. We're either going to be homebodies or go to one of our parents' house. See, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about becoming a homebody on Easter. Jody Branton, what y'all doing? Jim's still in here? I don't know if Jim's still in here. I'm working full. Bunker message. Working full like always. Family's coming to town. Okay. Moneyless Maven. I hate that I have to do this just to see y'all's messages. Shirley, what? I'm here working. Oh, okay. Shirley, what are you doing this weekend for Easter? Jody got to text some sarcasm. Uh oh. Jody has sarcasm? What'd I miss? Oh. Jody's excited that her family's coming in. I forgot it was Easter. See, Shirley's going to be a homebody. Hey, Brandon. Love my brother, dislike his wife. And why don't we like your brother's wife? She mean? Yep, stay home, work, with issues and axes. Uh, Shirley, I'm going to pick your brain. Except something. You don't pick your brain, Shirley. You have axolotls, right? They're salient. I'm back. That's what happens when I start messing with things. I'm new to owning, but I helped my friend raise hers. Nope, I'm here. Don't be sad. I'm still here. So Shirley, I don't know if you were in here when I was showing, but so I was cleaning my axolotl tank, right? And they had a lot of waste at the bottom. And I finally was able to get to it yesterday. And so when I was netting the waste out, I found little slimy little balls. Look at these guys. See these tiny little axolotls? Yep, they're eggs. Uh, I don't know how long they were in that tank. Some of them did not make it. They were turned white, but the ones in here are still kicking. So I threw them in some methylene blue. Uh, as the boss lady. I told her to call me, but I don't remember why I told her to call me. I have that same Aquamat from Cobalt. Cobalt sent it to me for a review. But yeah, they got little tiny little axolotls. Now I said all this junk that's on the eggs. I didn't want to mess with too much. But these are the survivors. I see he soaks his fish in blue Gatorade, smart for extra hydration. Right? Gotta keep them hydrated, Jesse. But my question is, so when they start coming out, sometimes they need assistance of getting out of the eggs. When is it too early to help them? No, I wasn't expecting the eggs at all. Not at all. Because I was told that females don't start breeding until they're 2 years old. And my my females are definitely not 2 years old. My male So this guy's my male. Now he is like 3 or 4 years old, and from what I've been told, males can start breeding at 6 months, but the females said someone told me that it had to be 2 years, and these gals are not 2 years old. Uh, they're probably maybe a year. But yet, since I found those eggs down at, so that the eggs were just sitting at the bottom and all that gunk. And as I was cleaning it out, and I happened to look at the net and noticed something slimy, and they were eggs. But I was able to probably save probably like 20 between 20 to 25 eggs. And then I threw a bunch of fake plants in here for them to lay eggs on. So if they go to lay again, it's not going to be down on the bottom and get all gunky looking. And no, that's not true. They can't be 100% gender until like 18 months. So you wouldn't be able to confirm they were female until that age unless they spawn first. Right, yeah. All right, so it don't have to be, they don't have to be 2 years old then. Let me bump your message up, but they can breed before that. Okay. That is good to know. But that's the daddy. I need to make another order. Uh, so the first ones that really went were the leucistics and the albinos were the first ones to go. But anyway, so I did a while back. I did have axolotl eggs, and I noticed that some had, came out of those eggs when they were ready, and the majority of them came up, but there were still a few that were stuck in the egg. And so I did a little research, and I watched a video of a guy saying sometimes you have to help assist them getting out of that egg. So you have to carefully take a pair of scissors and like cut the egg for them to come out. But I'm just curious if there is if it'd be better just for them to come out naturally, or do help them get out of the eggs. If I do help them get out, when is the right time to do so? Can I do it too early? Can I do it too late? That's my questions. And welcome back. Had to watch. Hold on, let me bump your message up. Had to watch the updated forecast. Expecting up to 10 small size hail tonight. Ooh, that's no good, Jody. Well, y'all definitely be safe. See, if it was me, I would go out there with a tennis racket and just start playing tennis with the hail. Yeah, make sure safety first, though. So if you're going to go out there and play tennis with the hail, make sure you're wearing a helmet. And make sure you do it on live because we want to see you out there, Jody, with a football helmet and a tennis racket. Okay, so she said every time she's ever tried to help an at-sea has, it's killed the at-sea. She says you probably just need to let them be. The ones that make it, make it. Okay. Suit of armor, more like. Right, right. If they can't get out, they're probably just done. I got you. Jody says, I'll just watch from the garage. Jody, don't be a party pooper. Come on. You gotta get on live and get your armor on. Let them answer your letters to Lori and calcified with PAs. Ask them so that I would think they would be stronger. Yeah, that's what. I really want to get my hands on a leucistic female, like a full-size leucistic female and a leucistic male. And I want to just set up a big old kiddie pool, throw some plants in there, and get them to breeding. What are you going to do with the babies? Well, I am going to raise the babies until they're probably about 4 to 5 inches and probably sell them here at the store. Hey, Daniel, how are you? I have a xanthid and a copper melanoid, both males. So the copper melanoids, Aaron, I'm glad you came in this live because I'm going to pick your brain, Shirley. Because I don't know much about the axolotls. It's still a learning process for me. Someone told me that this guy, not face in front. So they said that was a copper that's going underneath that cave. But the coppers, I do believe, if you shine a light in their eyes, their eyes kind of like glow, I guess. And that's what you could tell if it's a copper or not. So I'm thinking that these are melanoid xanthics. I know he's a melanoid. I know he's a wild. But these guys, I believe, are melanoid xanthids. I could be wrong. I said I'm new to the whole axolotl world. I'll say I got a second round of plants into the 40-gallon. I need to secure more Anubias for the hardscape. I got all the Amazon swords and stem plants in with cleaner ramthorn and bladder. That's awesome, Daniel. That looks like a copper. All right, so they are a copper. Do they have published gills, dark skin, and no ring around the eyes? There is a ring around the eyes. Do they have pinkish gills? No, they got brown gills. He's not a copper. I didn't think he was a copper. Because from what I said, the coppers, I do believe, if you shine a light on their eyes kind of glow. Oh, then he's not a xanthic. Okay, so he's not a xanthic. He's probably a. And he's probably. Oh, let me bump that. Copper melanoid have dark. Okay, so copper melanoid. They do have dark eyes, yeah. Branton, what are you doing for Easter? I don't know if y'all seen my angels that I got in. So I got a nah shit. I hear you. Uh, so I had a local breeder bring me these angels. And he told me this guy was a koi marble. And then I got the Philippine blue zebras, veil tails. I love the blue tint on them. Then you got the koi marble. Yeah. So I don't think we're doing anything either Sunday. I think we're just going to stay home. I know the kids. The kids are going Easter egg hunting at a friend's house tomorrow. Sunday, I think we're just going to be lazy. I did close the shop up Sunday because I know everyone's going to be with their family, so the store's going to be super slow. So I just decided to shut it down. Mainly do lunch. Bump your message up at the grandparents, but nothing crazy. I got you. Have you? How's your pagoda snails? You get them breeding yet? Hey, Jaden, how are you? I changed it up on you, Jaden. So Jaden always comes into my TikTok lives. So I go on TikTok live every day. Uh, and Jaden has been a huge supporter on my TikTok lives. Very appreciated. She is an awesome customer of ours. But looks like she found me on YouTube live this morning. I kind of changed it up a little bit today. They're doing good. No babies I've noticed. Okay. They like zucchini. That is good to know. There's not much information out there about them. Uh, so I'm definitely interested on how they breed and stuff. I I do believe I read they give live births, so uh, just like a rabbit snail does. But I don't think anyone knows how many they have, which they're probably just like one or two, like a rabbit snail. But it's not a whole lot of information about them out there. And Jody, Miss Jody, I know her hands are getting wet in the fish tank right now. But she got her white wizards and which took forever. But she finally got her white wizards, and she said that they came alive after several water changes that she did, which is great. So I'm hoping they're still kicking. Now, I have noticed the white wizard snails, they stay in their shell a lot. Uh, they'll come out and snoop around every now and then, but majority of the time they are in their shells. Now, I don't know why. We got mine are always on the move like mystery snails. Are they? Okay. So I wonder, maybe I don't have the parameters right on the snail tank. They don't move as fast, but yeah, they're always moving around. 5 days later, and 5 water changes in all 10. All 10. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, I got to. Brand, do you know what your pH is at for those? Because maybe it's my pH that's having the issue with them. My mystery snails are doing great. My mystery snails are always moving around. My peyote snails are always moving around. But it's my white wizards. My white wizards, every time I look at them, they're always in the shell. So I don't know why. 7.6. I've had one white wizard snail. He keeps flipping his shell upside down, and he'll come out of the shell and just be on his back coming out. So I'll go to pick him up, and he hides back in his shell. What's for lunch, Jesse? 5.4, 4.6. Jesse, what you talking about? I hope you don't have a 4.6 pH. $5 But Jesse done confused me. I'm lost. But so my breeding projects that I've mentioned in previous lives. So I got those PRLs from Papa Shrimp. Uh, and I did find a pregnant PRL, which is exciting. And then my green jades, they're starting to breed. I found a pregnant green jade. And then I'm waiting for my green dragons. My green dragons, the male is ready. The male done went inside the cave and did his thing, and then he guards the entrance of that cave. Like he'll sit on the outside. Uh, I'll show you. So I got a bunch of these cotter pots, and so he will sit like this, guarding that entrance, and he'd wait for that female to come by, and I was watching him, but that female would come by him, and he would try to trap her inside that friggin' cave. Uh, but she wasn't having it. She wouldn't go in there. I have a 3-inch black and orange rabbit snail with my cherry shrimp that is active 24/7. Turn on the light at 3 a.m. It will be up the glass, cruising the substrate, hanging from a branch or plant. Great snail. Yeah, I like rabbit snails. My two favorite rabbit snails are the Himalayan rabbit snail, and the black devil rabbit snail. Uh, Very pretty. The black devil rabbit snail is almost like a solid black, but at the end of its shell, it turns into like a reddish color, which is very pretty. Of course, the Himalayans, I mean, they're pretty. Shrimp don't like me. I put them in my tanks, and they've never seen or heard from again. Jesse, you probably need like a bunch of Java moss in the back at the bottom of your tank. I like the chocolates. I, I don't think I've seen the chocolate rabbit snails. Why are we giving simple creatures such dark names? Right. I don't know, Jesse. I think so. The black devil snails, I've literally had customers come in and they'll look at them and they'll be like, they are so pretty and everything else. He's like, what kind of snail are those? And I'll say, they're black devil. And they just march on down the line. Like they say, oh. So I might end up having to rename the black devil snails just to sell. And which fish stores does that a lot. They'll rename stuff. The rabbit snail I had is solid black shell with a bright orange head. Weird contrast. There's never a point where it's not active. It's also 3 years old at this point. Yeah. Shirley says people are stupid. Yeah, so I sat on those black devil snails for I sat on them for a while. I might have sold a couple of them, but then I ended up having taking the rest of them home because they wasn't selling. That's the orange pasta rabbit. I have those two. Yeah, let me get 2 of those Child's Demons and 3 of the Charles Mansons. Right. Call them devil food cake snails. They'll get them. Oh, man. But I think it's time to show y'all little cute little creatures. Now, how adorable is this guy? I feel so bad knowing where they're going. Haha, very cute. Reddies. We got that guy. We got this little creature. Mouses. Are they? These are little mice. These are little tiny little mice. And then I'll show y'all. I'll show y'all the rats. Settings, camera. These little guys. And these are your rats. But that dark gray with a white lightning bolt on his face. He's probably the cutest one. Baby ratties. There's the baby ratties. Yeah, I done made my phone calls and called everyone. So I was like, I got your rats and your mice in, so come get them. I should charge them double, just knowing the fact that they're about to be food. Alrighty, ladies and gents. I am going to get off here. I've done my hour on YouTube. And then I'm probably about to jump on TikTok live. So if y'all have nothing else to do and you have that TikTok app on your phone, drop in, come say hi on TikTok. Uh, I've been doing TikTok quite a bit. It helps. It helps the finances. But I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you all. You guys are awesome. I'm glad y'all had half a days or not working or on lunch. So it was pretty awesome seeing eight people in here. So I appreciate y'all. Like I said, if you're on TikTok, come jump in on the TikTok live. Come say hi. But we will see you guys next time.